Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Shit Show podcast with Matt Thomas, Greg Berman, and the girl Joe Cocazello.
Slightly more feminine.
Slightly
Joe
more.
I hope more than slightly, actually.
Considerably.
Yeah.
You also have like a foot on him.
I do. Tiny little man.
He is a tiny little man. He's not gonna like.
He is. He's short.
He's a short guy, but
I am
big
tall.
in personality, whereas you're tall and short in personality.
Thank you.
Hey, you're welcome.
So nice.
Ellen Rock, welcome to the studio. She's our do everything off the microphone lady.
Yeah.
Matt's just slowly fading out
the solo.
music.
Slowest fade out in the history
I had
of
to get the
the
solo in there.
world.
It'd be really awesome if we're like halfway through the episode and Matt's like, okay, done. Wait, what, Matt? Oh, I was fading out. You guys didn't hear it? I thought I heard.
I just thought I was crazy.
I thought I heard something. I wasn't sure. So, ladies and gentlemen, what's the date?
It's Tuesday the
20th.
The 20th?
Yep.
Yeah, it is the 20th because I feel like I always keep track of time based on the next like thing that I care about. And I'm getting my new laptop on the 22nd, so I just count back days from the day that I know that I'm getting my laptop. So like once I get my laptop on Thursday, I'm just gonna count back days from like my next comedy show or something. Because at that point, it's just like my life is just a bunch of in-between moments for big things is how I feel.
Isn't that everyone's life?
Yeah, but it's like it gets really desolate when you're like in week 2 in between something, you know, like when you're just like, man, I got nothing to care about right now. Like I can't even subtract 14 days from whatever the next thing is.
That's why I was just trying to plan shit.
I'll have stuff going on.
Yep.
Oh, fuck, I just remembered. I took a sticker today.
It's a Thomas the Tank Engine?
What's that kid's
No
book?
idea.
Thomas the Train Engine.
Thomas the Builder. No, that's Bob the Builder.
It's Bob the Builder. It's Thomas the Tank Engine. Or
Yeah,
Train Engine.
Train
I can't
Engine. He's
remember.
one of those, but I have Percy. I don't have Thomas. He's Thomas's
Oh.
friend, I guess. I went to the dentist today and I made her stop so that I could get a sticker.
I don't even have anything to say about it.
I wanted a fucking sticker. They're fun. Dude, this
Man
reminds me
child.
of my
You
childhood.
just ruined her day.
Oh, man.
Fucking people.
The only thing I want more than this sticker is another sticker that has a dentist pun on it. I want that a little more than this one. Like I want
You're
one
never
of
gonna
the.
get that because kids don't care about puns.
Yeah, but I used to get
let
those
alone
all the
dentist
time.
puns.
Yeah, I used to get those all the time. Hey, I hope you feel better by tooth hurdy or something. You know, like some
Ugh.
crazy, fun dentist pun. You know,
You think
for, like,
Laffy Taffies are fun?
I love Laffy Taffy.
He does.
Not the jokes. I just love I just like.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Did you think
Oh,
the jokes on Laffy
No, the
Taffies
jokes
fun?
are. They're a little hack.
But the dentist puns are okay.
Yeah, those are better.
The dentist puns serve a very specific role in kids' lives, and it is the brief moment of entertainment after someone shoved their fucking fist into your face.
Or you get a
So-
toy like at a normal
Dentist
dentist
you're going to.
office.
Yeah, I don't know. You guys went to like really
Dentist
fancy
slash
dentists.
English
Yeah,
teacher or
yes,
something.
Exactly.
You guys went to a fancy dentist's office. We didn't
Dentist
even.
was a pervert shoving his fist in your mouth.
You know, I'm really doubting a lot of the dentist experiences I've had in my
Yeah.
childhood.
You
I
do
feel
really
like.
hate the dentist.
Back on.
I really fucking hate
There
the
might
dentist.
be a reason why.
Have you been repressing something?
I don't know. Maybe I just feel like I used to really enjoy those stickers. But you guys got toys?
Yeah, I mean,
They
they were
gave
just
you
like the
toys?
shitty toys that you get in like a McDonald's,
I think I got something
Happy
that
Meal,
I think I
or-
got like a lollipop, which they'll never give you anymore.
which
No,
is
that's-
entirely
that's kinda
insane.
weird. Yeah.
Here's all your cavities taken care of now.
All
Here's
that-
here's
that
your gateway to your
Yep.
next one.
crap
Exactly.
we just got off your teeth.
Yeah.
Why don't you put it right back?
I
Well,
remember
and
getting a lollipop.
And they can't give you lollipops when you're a kid because they give you all that fucking fluoride. You know those big gel things.
Maybe
like,
they didn't then. Yeah, you bring
what
up a good
flavor
point.
do you want? Cappuccino. Like I was getting cappuccino.
I don't think they do that anymore. Now it's just like a rinse.
What dentist did you go to? Dude, it was grape. You had fucking
No, we had-
nothing or
I had
grape.
flavor choices,
We had
but it was like
bubble
grape,
gum.
watermelon, mint.
Yeah.
Oh, geez,
I
I had
Just
literally nothing or grape. It
Oh,
either
no.
tastes like nothing or you get grape. That's
Oh,
all
we had like bubble gum and stuff. It would be funny if they're like, what would you like? A penne alla arrabbiata?
First you went with penne alla arrabbiata.
So what would you like? Would you like a bubblegum mint or perhaps the new option,
Greek
the,
salad,
the Greek salad,
Kalamata
the
olives,
chicken Alfredo with sun-dried tomatoes? You're gonna really love the paprika we
Yes.
added.
Can't wait to taste that for 8
Um,
hours. after I'm out of there.
Anyway,
I think that'd be pretty great as like a really fancy dentist. You know what I was thinking about today? Like all the wave has blown over about Walter Palmer, the guy who shot the lion. And
I don't think that was his name. Was it his name?
yeah,
Yeah,
Walter
it was.
Palmer.
All right.
Yeah, he sounds like a shitty golfer.
Yeah.
But all of that's blown over now.
Offensive
And
running back.
the dude is just like he's like back to dentistry, right? Like he
no,
just
he's closing his practice.
Oh, he is?
completely.
The last I had heard about it was a couple weeks after the initial shebang, but I heard that he was entirely shutting down his practice.
I heard here. I want to look this up now because I
You
heard
should.
that he reopened. I heard that he like
No,
shut it
he
down for a
did.
couple weeks.
He did,
and
but he was getting harassed so much. That,
really, because
Yeah.
I was thinking about that today, and I was like, you know what? Like, if that guy is currently practicing dentistry, he's got to be a really good dentist that everyone in the world hates him, and like he still has patients. Like, fuck it, he's really good. Like,
I mean,
I'm not a
yeah.
lion.
That was my dentist though, and I really liked him, and he wasn't like an asshole in person. I don't know that it would necessarily
You would
stop me.
You would just begrudgingly sit there.
I don't approve of what he did.
How does
but
that feel? Oh, it's fine.
No, not
Just-
even that. But I'm
just-
sure he's a
it's
nice
fine.
enough guy. I don't know.
I mean, I just
Plus,
let's
it's hard to
see.
find a good dentist. It's like it's hard to
They're
find certain people. I
everywhere.
know, but when you find one you like, man,
I don't know if I've ever even known the name of my
it's like
dentist.
finding a new gynecologist. You're not just gonna walk into any office
this
and be
is
like,
what's-
"Hey,
This is what's wrong with the internet, though. This just in a nutshell. So if you go look up his dentistry and you just go to reviews,
Yeah.
people are not reviewing obviously his dental skills.
No.
It's like
No,
horrible
they're
dentist.
not.
No.
Where's your awful man should be lured out of his home and shot. Well,
I mean,
jump the gun on that one.
yeah,
Don't support a business who uses his profits for evil. I don't think we're really there yet, lady. So he is a pig,
here's
both personally and professionally. Probably not professionally. His daughter should grow up knowing her dad is a dirty piece of shit.
don't bring his kids
Rot
into it.
and
Yeah.
dog.
people.
See, this is what I'm
That's
talking
just-
about.
Yeah,
It's-
no,
It's
I
just
mean,
bad taste.
It's just
He
it's
pissed it in if he
reactionary.
wants,
It's
but-
reactionary
let's
culture.
get a 5-star. Oh, here's a 5-star. Absolutely love going to River Bluff Dental. They're professional and walk you through every aspect of your appointment. Dr. Palmer and his staff are wonderful. I look forward to my next cleaning. So,
That's just his friend who he's like,
Yeah.
dude, can you please just
Please,
can you
I need
just-
a little-
I just need 1.5.
dude, there's 2,000
I
reviews
need
hating you. It's
1.5.
not going to make a difference,
know.
I need
but
1.5.
I'll know.
Come on, bro. I need 1.5. Give me a 5. God, give me a 5. Give me.
Two-
I'll shoot a fucking.
how long
lion
did
for
this
you and
go?
bring it
How long
back
did
for
this
you.
go down? This whole thing was that how long? Was
Where
that,
people
long
were posting
ago?
stuff?
yeah, like
I don't
that
know
whole thing
when
was-
it was cool. I don't like he did it in July. People found
Okay,
out in
all
late
right.
August, right?
Yeah, there was
Mid-August.
nobody in the parking lot, so it appears that there's immediate availability for an appointment. I don't have my
Wouldn't
insurance paperwork in order, but I've heard that having legit paperwork is not important anyways. It appears that he saves his patients money by not employing a receptionist because nobody's answering the phone today. I anticipate having a trophy smile that will attract a lot of attention. That was a pause. That was a 5-star review. That's kind of funny.
Yeah, but people aren't even treating his Yelp page
No.
like with any kind of like They're
There's just
not.
all one
It's just
stars.
something. Yeah, it's just like at this point, it's just funny. Like at this point, it's a competition for who can
Yeah.
write the funniest review. Because
Yeah,
all
who's gonna
these
be the biggest
people,
troll.
yeah, all of these people are just hoping that they're just hoping that it catches and someone was and BuzzFeed puts like top 20 reviews
Yeah,
from
it's just-
Walter
It's
Palmer's
all these
page.
fucking dumb social justice warriors.
Whatever. What was the thing that what was the thing that I heard about someone making fake Kellogg's commercials with Tony the Tiger?
What?
Hmm?
Yeah, someone's trolling like Kellogg's and making fake Tony the Tiger commercials, and they're really weird. I
that's
haven't
funny.
seen any of it.
Are you
I've
sure
just
it's
seen.
not Alex Aaron?
I'm pretty sure it's not Alex Aaron.
Seems like something he
It
would do.
does seem like something he would do, but apparently people are making these silly Kellogg commercials, which I'm surprised more people don't do. I mean, like video production by this point in time is really easy and really accessible to most people. So at this point, if you're not making silly commercials to troll companies, you're just doing it wrong. There you go. Did you find it, Alex? Matt. Damn it. All right, now I gotta call Alex. Alex, I said your name. Alex, I'm sorry I
Just
missed.
wanted you to know.
There's a ton, but they're
I
not
miss
loading,
you.
which probably doesn't mean they didn't take them from the YouTube files.
They could
which
have
would
been-
fucking a lot easier, but they use some encrypted videos.
Well, and maybe Kellogg has now at this point like filed some sort of legal junction or
I'm sure.
something.
They've
'Cause
got to have a legal team that's bigger than my whole office.
full of guys dressed like Tony the Tiger in suits
Oh, I can only hope.
is what I imagine. So this is it. These are the commercials. They look
Yeah.
pretty nice. They look like they're good animation. So
Yeah.
these are professional.
I don't know. It won't play. Why wouldn't it?
Oh.
We just can't use fucking YouTube. Toaster say.
Hey, here we go. Things are loading. I mean, I guess this isn't great for the users. Wait, can you do the thing where you broadcast
yeah,
it on
it
the screen?
slows it way down.
Okay,
Oh,
this
does
is
it?
what we got.
Yeah.
With this, you can ride the baloney pony.
You can have her.
No, I don't want her. You're stuck with her.
I don't care, Tony. It's such a stupid job anyway.
You show them. But first, let's start with a complete breakfast with my vitamin-packed Frosted Flakes. They bring out the tiger in you.
You better be good.
Frosted Flakes good? They're great!
Oh, she's a prostitute.
Man, can she suck. And you.
Yeah, they're not
Can
gonna
she
get
suck it and you.
They're not gonna get sued for that at all.
Oh, that's great. That's super funny. What is that? What would the suit? Is it just copyright infringement?
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that expensive?
Well, it's
The
what
thing
do they
is
call
most
that?
people, like, if you're taking down someone like that, you're not going to actually go to court because they don't have the money. Like, if anything, Kellogg's would easily have the resources to just keep them in court long enough through appeals and whatever else that they would just run out of money.
The person who
The person who made it
Yeah.
who's getting sued. So a lot of times stuff like that, they
You
just
just settle?
send a cease and desist. And
okay.
if that doesn't work, they'll actually file a suit. But usually after that, it's still just a pretty quick settlement because
Yeah.
you don't have the money to go up against a corporation.
Yeah,
like
but
that.
what's
There's
what's
just no way.
What's a settlement like that? Like what kind of money are we looking at? Like how
No,
much would
they
I have to
probably-
pay?
No, nothing.
They're not
They
gonna
just
get
stop
anything
making
out
them
of
and
it.
they take them all off the
Yeah.
internet.
That's it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
You get some publicity from it. That's hilarious.
But they're gonna sue the shit out of him.
Right, but
First.
I'm saying fine. Let's say you sue them and you just like, yeah, whatever, man. Hey, I'm sorry. I'll just kind of take them down, and they're
Well,
like,
no,
well,
but
no,
you
we
don't-
sue you. We're
you don't
suing
do
you.
that after you sue them. You do that after the cease and desist.
Okay, so let's say they give me a cease and desist. I don't cease and desist. I more and continue, and then they're like, so then they
Yeah.
sue me. What kind of money am I looking at? What kind of damage do you think? Am I like what can I settle with here? Like, can I walk away with like
You're
a
not
couple
talking to a room of
$1,000s?
lawyers, Greg.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering though.
No. What they're gonna do is they're gonna make your life a living hell. That's all they're gonna do.
What if I
They're
eventually
just gonna
take
irritate
them
you
down?
for long enough that you cut it out.
Well, okay, then let's say they sue me, then I take them down. Then
Yeah.
You're not
then
going to
we're
take
all
them
cool.
down on that. Oh,
What?
you take the videos down?
Yeah.
It depends on the terms.
I
I mean,
guess I'm just-
if they accept those as terms within the lawsuit, then yeah, that's fine.
I
But
guess
at
I'm
that point,
just
if the
saying-
lawsuit's been sued and has been filed and you lose, you have to pay their lawyers' fees.
Yeah.
Okay.
which is why most people wouldn't even let it get to that point because
Yeah.
you
So
imagine
all you
what
want
their
is-
lawyers, the lawyer fees
Yeah.
they're gonna slap you with.
So
are
really, you
insane.
what you want is you want to stop after the cease and
You
desist.
stop after the
Yeah.
cease and desist,
Okay, but
or
if
they
you
will
want-
ruin you financially. They
Okay.
will. They'll take you down.
even if you
If they can.
eventually say "fucking," I'm
Well,
sorry.
you were being a dick about it before. They gave you a chance,
Dude, I don't know. If I was like a higher up at Kellogg, I'd be like, let's get that guy on the team.
Yeah.
He's got some
Giving him an
ideas.
opportunity.
He's got some ideas.
Yeah,
I'd
good
like to
idea.
hear him
He's
out.
ballsy.
Let's
Yeah.
hear him out.
Yeah.
Let's hear him out. Come on. He came up with some shit. Hey, listen, if we focus and funnel his talents into a more productive medium, maybe we
Yeah.
can get some out of
Yeah.
this. I think that's always better. Just buy the guy out.
It's a
you
real
know?
go-getter.
Yeah, don't make him pay. Don't sue him. Just buy him out. Just be like, dude, all right, I'll give you like a lot of Frosted Flakes. Of course, it's a stoner who made those videos. Let's be honest. You give
I
him
mean, yeah.
you give him a lifetime supply of Frosted Flakes, and he shuts up immediately. That's way better than a cease and desist.
They're not going to give you anything, though.
No, they're not going to give you shit.
Hey, you
It's
guys,
not their
when I was
problem, it's
young,
yours.
when I was young, I was told that you don't catch bees with vinegar or some shit like that. I don't
You're
remember.
not in the
exactly.
Ukraine anymore, Greg.
You don't
Yeah.
catch. Is it flies?
You're in
You don't-
America now.
Catch more flies with honey.
That's what it is. You catch more flies with honey
I
and,
think-
and
Yeah,
not
I
vinegar.
doubt Kellogg's feels that way.
Yeah.
I think they should.
But they won't.
They've got all the vinegar in the world.
They will
They don't-
literally shut you down.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Man, I
matter.
really fucked up that saying.
Yes.
I was
Vinegars.
really the opposite of what it should have been.
Vinegar. Yeah, that would not attract anything.
Yeah.
No,
Fucking-
it really
yeah.
wouldn't.
Fucking French
Vinegar
fries.
is not. Yeah, I still haven't done that. I was at a restaurant for
Yeah.
with this one, and there was
The
malt
name
vinegar.
Craig.
Whatever. Purple shirt, and
Thank you, Matt.
and there was like malt vinegar with the French fries, and I found out that that's something you do. Now,
He
does
was
that
so confused. He picked
does it
up
just
the
sog them
bottle
up or
and-
what? Does it make
Makes
them
them-
soggy
and kind of salty.
and salty?
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's good.
It is
Okay.
good.
Do you mix the malt vinegar? Would you like mix that with any
No,
other
you
condiment?
just like dip French
Put it
fries
on
in
there.
You just put it right on the. So do you just like
Yeah, you do.
all over
I've
the
seen
fries?
people get little like ramekins of it too.
Oh,
Just
okay.
like pour it into a little thing. You just dunk the fry.
Dip it in
anywhere
there.
and-
That's a
yeah.
fun word.
ramekin.
Ramekin. Very fun.
It's good.
That's a fun word.
So there's a story. So I read this briefly. So as long as we're doing, I think this should be our segment. What's the story you kind of saw but didn't read? And then we
Yes.
sit here and sort
And then
through all the
let Ellen
details.
explain
Yeah,
it.
I think that's a good segment. All right, let's talk about stories we barely heard, and then let's sort through the details on air and slowly understand them. But I heard there was some hullabaloo about Taylor Swift and how she is slighting Katy Perry, and Katy Perry's all like, "Back off, bitch," and Taylor Swift's like, "What?" And then
Katy Perry has actually been remarkably silent on the whole issue. She said a couple little things on Twitter, but she's a sassy bitch.
Yeah,
I'm
but
kind of
that's
surprised
because-
that she's not like, "Hey, Swift,
yeah.
you weigh about 100 pounds.
Right.
Let me come break you with one of my tits."
See, that's what
Yeah,
I'm. That's
her
what I'm
tits are
thinking
massive.
of.
They're
Ooh,
so
see,
big.
that I would love to
They're
watch
great.
Katy Perry fight Taylor Swift
Swift
only
Only with
using
tits.
with her
only
boobs.
tits.
Yes.
A boob fight.
Be a very quick one.
That'd be great.
Yes.
Just suffocates her. I mean, Katy Perry seems like a much more badass bitch than like Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift is a little
Her
twig.
publicist must just have her on a real tight leash. 'cause
Who? Katy Perry?
Katy's- Yeah.
Well, yeah, but hasn't Katy Perry had has she had any public issues like with anything?
Divorce.
The divorce
Yeah.
with who? Brussels Brand?
Brussels what? Brussels
Brussels-
sprout.
Brussels sprouts.
Brussels Brand.
Katy Perry divorced Brussels sprouts.
Yes. That and vinegar
No,
all
I
over
mean,
the fucking
she's
place
fairly-
today.
Is she pretty quiet?
I have a feeling that she's more the kind of person who's like, I'm not gonna waste my time. She just doesn't seem like she's really into that sort of.
She's too
bullshit to
busy
me.
making fucking platinum singles.
Yeah.
So okay,
Do you
so
want
then,
me to clear this
so
issue
what's
up?
the
I can
story?
clear this
Yeah,
issue
what's
up.
because Matt he's sitting here going like, boy, do I care about Taylor Swift.
No, the only thing I know about is didn't Taylor Swift write a song about Katy
So
Perry?
the
Bad
song,
Blood.
The song
That's what it
Bad
was.
Blood is out, and it was
Bad blood.
it was
Bad Blood.
God, you're-
Blue Blazer
We
Black.
all suck
Yes.
today.
It's been out for a while, and
A while.
oh my god,
Wow.
Taylor Swift did an interview in Rolling Stone
Okay.
right before the song came out where they flat out asked her, this is kind of a song that takes aim at someone who is. Do you want to tell us who it is? And she basically said it's another female singer who I never really knew where I stood with her. And she eventually attempted to like sabotage her arena tour that she was about to go on, Taylor's arena tour. And that's all she would say. And this also relates to the left shark from the Super Bowl, from Katy Perry's performance, because that guy, along with a couple other guys, were dancers that had signed on for Taylor Swift's arena tour, and Katy pulled them out from under her and hired them at the last second. So they had been working on this tour for like months and months, supposedly, and doing all the choreography. And then it was like a couple weeks before the tour was supposed to start, and they bailed.
I have a theory that
I would totally take a Super Bowl halftime.
The more money that you accrue in life, the more childish your beefs become.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
how can two people that are fucking bajillionaires,
because they have nothing else to worry about.
Hey,
they don't have real problems.
That's my shark.
Hey, that's my shark.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Fucking ridiculous.
No, but that's what it was.
She took my
So
shark.
this interview came out and
It's
everyone
insane.
started freaking out about it. All Katy Perry really said was she went on Twitter and said, like, don't trust a wolf in sheep's clothing or something, clearly pointed at Taylor, whatever. So then recently Taylor did another magazine interview where she came out. They mentioned something about the song or something, and they asked her again, will you tell us who it's about, flat out, without like alluding to things,
she, like,
whatever. We all know the
backpedaled.
rumors. She didn't necessarily, I don't know if I would call it backpedaling. She kind of just skirted around it a little bit. She basically just said it could be about anyone. There's a lot of speculation about what it's about.
Yeah.
It could be about
It could
a
be
guy.
about-
It could be about a girl. It
yeah.
could be about someone I
I
dated.
could
It could be about a friend,
yeah.
whatever. And she just kind of, I feel like this was her publicist being like, hey, you should probably be quiet about that now.
Hey, I don't know. Why don't you ask the person who wrote my song?
So
No shit.
that's all it was.
No, she writes
is
her
that
own
she
music,
said
right?
it in the first place, Taylor?
Okay.
She said in the first place that it was about another female artist who did this and this, and then she kind of came back and said, well, you guys don't really know.
You know
And
what?
then that was the end of it.
I would care so much more if the song was good, but it's a shitty song, and it's all shitty. All of it is shitty. There's
Well,
nothing
it's all
about
a PR
this.
move.
There's
It's all
nothing
entirely a
about
PR
this
move. She's
that
been
I-
amassing this army of hot independent women to be, I don't know, they're like her gal pal army, and they're all in her video, and she's always traipsing around town with them. She went to the VMAs and she didn't bring a date. She brought like 10 other women, models and actresses and whoever. And they're just kind of part of her posse, and she's
It's
really
her
like
crew.
plugging on this
She's
whole
crewing
feminist
up.
thing, and I don't know.
Just
She's crewing up.
All it does for me is just
Make your penis a little hard.
no. It's just
No, not at all.
Well, the boob fight did,
No.
but not this.
The
one.
boob
The boob fight. Oh
The
yeah.
boob fight made my penis
Yeah,
hard.
yeah,
Let's be
exactly.
honest.
Come Who's fooling who? All it does is just make me hate pop music even
Yeah.
more.
It's funny because beefs like between singers are like that's like an age-old thing. People have always had beefs all the time, and the people who have had the most beefs and the ones that have been the most public have been the rapper beefs because people get fucking capped on the street in
Yeah, those are
rapper
real
beefs.
Oh, yeah.
But it's funny because like it's funny because I bet every rapper is watching shit like this and going, "You pussy
You
bastards,
twiggy
You
bitches.
Go shoot
Shut
her.
up.
Fucking
Wait.
man up.
I'm sorry. Who took whose shark? I just wanted to
Yeah.
be able to get this straight.
We
Whose
are
shark?
talking about a dancer in a shark costume.
Okay, well, I'm sorry.
Yes?
Yeah, just like you know what I mean. Like Dr. Dre is someone going, motherfucker. Like,
Oh, yeah.
just
I'd
like,
be too. Shit.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like,
Oh.
I can't even imagine any of the real musicians who are a part of this. Just like,
Yeah.
how's
Oh, I know.
this newsworthy again?
I agree.
So there was a pretty good week for it's actually been a really good month for comedy in Minneapolis. There's been a lot of really good stuff around here. We've got such as like Tom Segura was in town, Chad Daniels was in town. I think Hannibal Buress was here like a little bit like a couple
End of
weekends ago,
September.
end of September. Like
3
it's
weeks. I think
it's been huge for stand-up comedy here. in
about a month
Minneapolis.
ago, I went to Jim Norton.
Yeah, Jim Norton was here
Oh,
recently.
awesome.
Mill
Bill
City
Burr
night.
is, I think, at the end of this month. His tickets are fucking they're skyrocket expensive.
Are they really?
They were. I mean, I checked when it was just announced,
Yeah.
and it was already up to $60, and you're getting like really high up seats. Like I'm talking like general admission.
Where's
bet
where's he playing at?
Orpheum, maybe.
Oh, really?
But it's the Orpheum or Roy Wilkins.
Yeah.
What is this? Okay, I'll just. But
check on ticket prices for that. That'd be a fun
yeah.
one.
Oh, it's expensive. I mean, well, it was back then. I imagine it's even more now. I remember I wanted to go to see Louis C.K. like 2 years ago, and I checked tickets, $49. I'm like, yes, I should reserve these, but I had this like kind of vacation up in the air, wasn't sure what was going on. Checked back in a week, $170.
Yeah.
Like
That's insane for
I mean,
comedy.
that's. I mean, is it? I don't know. I mean,
I think it is.
I don't know if I love Louis C.K. a lot, but I don't know if I could pay
Louis
that
like
much.
the
for,
Michael Jackson of comedy right now. He's like,
I know.
It doesn't matter who you are. If you get to go see Louis, you go see
Right.
Louis.
But there's just so much availability for it. Like there's so many shows and there's so much ways to consume stand up now, you know, like
Many, Greg. There are
there's
so many.
Many.
It could
Greg.
be much. Much is not quantifiable.
There is not so much.
At the Orpheum.
Well, that's it. I think
Much is also plural, and you're saying there is.
there are so much
There are so
ways.
many.
there are so many
Aha.
ways. There's so much ways.
Wednesday.
Now I feel like I don't know English. I'm not sure.
Did you learn some
What
English,
did I
Greg?
say? I said there's
No,
so
you
much
said
ways.
There's
There's
there
so
is
much.
so many ways.
Okay. There's so many ways to
This is-
consume comedy.
this is-
Oh, no, because now I like went
No,
back to it
but-
and I'm like, wait a minute, where was it? What did I say?
We can do that later.
Because none of the things that I said now makes sense. And I'm like, how did I say that and let that sneak past like I've got a
If you're
filter.
an immigrant. You need
I've
to
got
learn
like a
some
thing,
English.
you know, like in here that's like, hey, is this acceptable for normal people? Yeah, all right, let's say it. Like for the most part.
Hmm.
Unless I'm kind of already rolling on things. Are you checking Bill Burr tickets?
Mm-hmm.
What are they at?
You can't even get like two together.
Just grab one for your wife that's kind of in the
You can't even get one. I
Right.
think that show is sold out.
oh, is it?
Holy shit.
I'm sure there'll be scalpers.
Sure.
Do people scalp concert tickets and do
Oh, yeah.
people scalp
Oh, yeah.
like show tickets like that, like right out front?
Yeah, I feel like it's generally not as much like on the street, but they put them on StubHub and just let the price rack up.
That's what I was gonna say. What is so I've never quite understood the the scalper economics. So their bet is that they can sell the ticket higher at the door because the demand is higher at that point,
The
right?
face value on most tickets for sporting events is actually pretty low.
Right.
If you actually look on the ticket you get, it's pretty low. And yeah, when people are going out there to see a game last minute, you're hoping that you may at least make a little bit of profit on it.
But I wonder though, are the people that are going, if you're standing outside of the Orpheum with Bill Burr tickets trying to sell them, the people that are near the Orpheum, or at least walking, like the people that are walking into the Orpheum, they already have tickets, so they're not looking for tickets.
Well, no, but you bank on the fact that people know that scalpers are out there.
Oh, so you're kind of hoping that people just show
Yeah.
up
Yeah.
thinking, okay, there's gonna be some scalpers, they can get
Yeah.
some tickets, it's not gonna be a big deal.
Pretty close. If you're pretty close to the stage, that's really the only tickets that are left open.
Yeah.
For the late show for two people, it'd be $137.47.
Shit. Okay. Oh, so they're
For
doing
two
two
people?
shows.
Two people. Yeah.
That's not so bad. If
Oh,
you're
that's
way
not
up front,
horrible.
137
that's
for
what,
two people.
$60 a people?
Yep.
You should go buy those.
$60 a people.
A person.
Totally fucking on it.
Oh,
I'm so
Alan.
goddamn tired today. It's fucking
Alan.
ridiculous.
Damn it.
No. You were so completely negates your many thing from
I know.
earlier. All the
Yes.
listeners were like, "Oh, that Ellen girl, she's a real sharp one. She's correcting the boys on their grammar."
I mean, I'm so fucking tired today. It's unbelievable.
Matt's dying, folks.
I'm not. Yeah, nah,
I can
not
just slowly see his lights fading, his beard getting grayer.
yet. It's getting gray. Fucking getting older.
How could you, Matt? How could you?
I started going gray like 5 years ago. It's fucking weird.
So we won't. Let's not get too far into. Let's not get too far into Halloween because we want to save that for next week. We're gonna do a nice, a fun Halloween episode. Right, next week would be the week to do it, right? Because the 30th
I think so.
is at the end of the week next week. Yep, okay.
31st.
No.
The 31st. I
2
mean,
It's a Saturday.
so it's not next.
Oh, wait,
week?
no,
Yeah.
that is next week.
Yep,
now.
next
I'm
week,
thinking
Saturday.
It was
Yep.
last week.
So the 31st.
No, it's not.
What?
This weekend is the 23rd.
Yeah, no,
24th.
31st is
Next
definitely a
weekend
Saturday.
is-
I know that because it's payday, and I count backwards from days that I care about. Remember?
It is
Remember
a
that from
Saturday
10
this
minutes
year.
Yeah. So
it is, yes, next
next Saturday.
Yep.
So we'll do a fun spooky Halloween episode next week where we'll all talk like this.
Joe Cocazello is not
I-
able to talk like that, is he?
Yeah, he'll be like, guys, listen. So we're being spooky and shit, right? Fucking yeah.
Joe.
I think that's my impression of why would you even come? It's my Joe Cocazello impression. God, he's gonna listen to this. I'm gonna get a call. Greg.
Yeah.
There will be no more doing
It is
Joe
real
Cocazello
voice.
impressions. Greg, listen. Yeah. No, I called Joe Cocazello this on Monday during lunch. And on Sunday, there was this wedding that a bunch of comics went to in the Twin Cities, and he was there. And I called Joe. It's fucking noon, and I'm on my way to an audition. Oh, God, what's up, Greg? It was like the most sad Joe, like before any coffee, before anything,
Yeah.
any of his self-medicated. Oh, God, what's going on, Greg? Oh, good to hear from you. Like, I was like, oh, my God.
Yeah.
You know, we see him generally at like, I mean,
Peak hour.
yeah.
Yeah.
8, 9,
Yep.
you know,
Yep.
out of 10. He was at like a -6. Oh, God. I
That's
didn't
what
even know.
dude,
him.
I'd be at fucking 8 or 9 if I didn't get up till noon.
I know, right?
Right?
I'd be at fucking, I'd
Feels
just be
so great.
rolling right now.
I just can't imagine. Like,
Literally jump out of
Yes.
bed. Ha!
you know what? I've known Joe for a long time, but I would love nothing more than to like, I want to go somewhere with Joe for like a comedy show. Like I want to go work with him somewhere.
Mm.
And like, you know, he's headlining, I'm featuring or something like that. And then we split and we split a room or something like for the show or whatever.
Yeah.
And I want to see the progression of Joe Cocazello from Wake to like what I know him as.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I'm sure there's all these little
It is a progression.
stages.
It's probably just
No, I don't think it is. I bet
No?
there's like steps he has to take because he's stayed over here before on nights
I
where
drove him
he's
home the morning after one time.
where he's had, yeah, and he's usually. I just wonder. There's got to be some sort of like he wakes up, everything sucks. He makes coffee, then he just goes and takes a shower, and then it's just all of a sudden. I gotta. That's what I want to know. We'll have to do like a. We'll have to document Joe Cocazello and his many forms of excitement.
I've just never met someone with so much fucking energy.
It's so hard sometimes.
Unbelievable.
It's so hard. It's hard because you feel bad because like I can't even keep up with this.
Oh, I know. So energetic.
But I don't know. But being hungover, but I get that. So maybe that's the thing that takes him all the way down. But I heard that Minneapolis now, and I'm not sure if this is in every state and city, but Minneapolis now offers hydration therapy. Have you heard about this shit?
I heard about it in Vegas. When I was in Vegas.
Okay, so I guess it's
It was
not
on
just
the
a
radio the
Minneapolis
other day.
thing.
He was
Yeah,
on KDWB or something.
yeah. It's so they just like give you an IV. Like they just come to your home and
Yeah.
they give you an IV and then it hydrates you.
Yeah, saline solution,
Mhm.
electrolytes. Probably got some aspirin in there.
Who wants that? That's
I
so
do
fucking
whenever
weird.
I'm hungover.
Hey, we're gonna come to your house and make it a hospital.
See, you just don't-
Like,
You just don't get it because you're never hungover.
maybe that
You don't
sounds so terrible.
understand the feeling of
When I get hungover, I don't really get like I don't get nauseous. I don't get like, oh, I'm just gonna puke.
I
For
do.
me, it's just
I
like
do.
my brain is not functioning. I'm just not there.
I get all of it. I get
Oh, really?
headaches. I get pukey.
Oh, I
I
don't.
get
I don't get the headaches. I don't get the puke.
I'm gonna look up hydration therapy because I want to know. I want to know what else they offer. I'm just curious because I don't think it's just. I don't think it's just like hydration. I think that they do like. They have other things like, oh, we'll get you. We can do like a protein solution, or we can cure you cold, flu. What you know what I mean? Like I think that they have other like cocktails. And I
What does
want
it
to know.
cost?
That's what I'm trying to find out. So it's
Hmm.
quick delivery, 100% absorption.
Oh, I'd
It's
hope
going
so.
to-
It's going in the fucking vein.
It's intravenous. That's why people do heroin that way.
You guys, that probably means that they're not giving you some like most multivitamins you take.
Yeah.
Your body is not capable of absorbing.
Yeah.
Between the time you take it and the time it's passed. So I have a feeling that's what they're saying there is that we're not giving you like all this
Just,
shit that you're not even going to be able to
um,
take in.
Services.
It's going to end up peeing it out.
Services. Let's see. Celebrities do it, so that means that I got to do it. Looking to
Hold on, don't
rehydrate-
say it. Let me just.
Yeah,
yes,
go ahead and
let
get.
me
So, like, if you're just looking to rehydrate your body with a nice a nice simple IV. They'll come in, they'll find your vein, they'll poke the shit out of it, then they'll stand and watch you while you get some shit dripped into you. How much would you pay for that?
Not how much
How
would I
you
pay.
for such a service?
Not how much would I pay, but how much do I think they charge?
Yeah. Simple hydration.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna say $150.
No, it's less than that. It's $80, $79 for the simple. If you're looking for a simple rehydration. However, if you're looking for a hangover, an anti-hangover, you're looking to spend about $99.
Okay.
Now, if you want to be limitless and increase your athletic performance, and you have really rich parents and you play high school football, you're sitting at $129. And if you have jet lag, they fixed jet lag with hydration with an IV. $139. Jet lag isn't even
It's 'cause
about
of the
flying.
B12. It's because of the B12. Well, it's fatigue, but it's the B12. B12 gives you energy.
Oh, so it's just like, or fucking take a monster.
Yeah.
That or monster. like, well,
Well-
this just seems, it seems like a lot of, it seems like a little bit of science and a little bit of math and a lot of placebo effect. in
I
my
think
opinion.
it's a lot of bullshit.
I disagree with you. And I think
Maybe.
you're biased because you don't get hungover. Because I've known people in the past who were in like nursing school
Mm.
and they would find like extra saline bags and little needles laying around.
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
would take them home and do IVs
Yep.
when they were hungover and they swore by it.
Oh,
and
I'm
they
sure
would
it
just like
helps.
hunt around the hospital looking for extra bags of
Yeah.
saline that they could take
It'd probably
home.
make you feel
Like
better,
fucking
but I don't think
tweakers,
it make
just
you.
give me
It
some
would
shit.
not
I
make
don't
you
think
feel
it's a full on
100%.
cure. No.
Because when you drink and you
But
piss, you're
as someone
depleting.
who gets just appalling hangovers,
Yeah.
there's times where I would absolutely pay $80 just to feel a little bit better.
Because part of it's your
Absolutely.
liver needs time to basically fix itself.
Filter.
Yep. and
Can you
filter
imagine all
everything
those
out.
fucking med students just running around hospitals like tweakers?
Yeah.
Fucking shit. Just like they walk into patients' rooms. Hey, you feeling good? Feeling you don't need the rest of this, right? Hey,
Yeah.
thanks, man. Like just walking away.
I think those. I think that was actually less expensive than it was in Vegas because I think Vegas has started. That's why. I did
Oh,
that
I'm
price. I
sure
think it was like
it's like, I mean,
150.
everything here is less
Yeah.
expensive than Vegas.
But they have like hydration bars at Vegas and stuff. So like,
Wait, it's more expensive in Vegas?
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, but also no, because you'd think like, you know, if you get hired by the casino, they just want you to feel as good as you can while you're dropping
no, I'm
money.
just talking. No, well,
Oh, but they had special bars
everything
for
in
it.
Vegas is more
Everything
expensive
is
'cause
in
people
Vegas.
will pay
Right.
exactly. So that's like going to the pool, right? We stayed at the Monte Carlo last
Sure.
time. Went down to the pool, and I wanted a mixed drink. You know, just
Yeah.
whatever. And it was it the air conditioner? The fuck is that?
Yeah, I think so.
Do you have an air conditioner?
I have
Is the heat on?
heating.
Maybe.
Yeah, the heat is on. It's my stomach.
Yes, didn't eat it all today. But no, like decent. I don't know, pina colada about that size of that White Castle cup right there was I think $28 at the
Yeah.
pool.
Yeah, that makes
You know,
sense.
5 tall Dos Equis I think was 42 without tip. I mean, they could charge that
What?
much, so it's like
That's
because
so
they know you're going
much.
to pay for it because they're sitting at the pool.
Yeah, I suppose. I just
That
feel-
whole thing of like cheap Vegas is gone. I mean, you have to go downtown Vegas, like on Fremont Street, to experience cheap Vegas,
right.
and that is an experience unto itself because we love going to Fremont Street because we stay at the Strip, but we stay on Fremont too.
Right.
When you go into a casino at Vegas and you sit down to a machine, you're gonna have to wait a while for a drink. You go into fucking Fremont Street, you're in the door and they're on you.
Right.
I mean, that's party area,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know.
Which is what I'd want. I think if I'm gonna go to Vegas, if I'm gonna go to like, I'm not a big fan of Vegas. I'll go. Like, I think I get it because it's kind of a mecca for entertainment if you think about it. Like, I mean, at least for like
Live
not like
entertainment.
mains, but like live like magicians and shit like that. Like comics do some stuff in Vegas, but that's not really a mecca for comedy.
Even mainstream people, but I mean the really big ones. You get like Cher, who did like
Right,
decade long
and
runs, or
Madonna,
Britney doing.
right,
I mean, she's been there
or
a couple of years. She just signed
Celine
a deal to do
Dion.
a couple more years,
wasn't
where all she does is
Yeah.
Vegas.
wasn't Celine Dion like a
Yep.
staple of that
Yeah,
Mhm.
of that city?
yeah.
So like, and
Like,
but it's
Penn
like,
and Teller have their own,
Of
show,
course,
you
but
know.
that's like America's like jewelry. It's like
Yeah.
America's gaudy like faux jewelry. That's
Yeah.
what Vegas is.
I mean, people go to party. I mean, that's really the reason.
Yeah,
why
but I
majority
wouldn't
of
even
people-
say that. I think people go to party on Bourbon Street. You know, like people
people
go-
people go to
Greg.
party in Vegas.
People go to party. in
It's
Vegas.
everywhere, dude.
really.
The thing about like okay, every day we'd start it off the same way. So get up, go get breakfast, do whatever, maybe hang out by the pool, maybe not. But when we're ready to go out as a group at noon or 1 or whatever, walk across the street, there's an ABC, which is just a regular store,
Yeah.
Single beers. Let's go buy a single beer. Walk on the strip with it. You get
You
down,
can
you
drink
finish
outside, right?
Yeah, you get down, you finish the beer. There's always a little store there. You can walk in, get another beer. I mean, you walk around everywhere, and I mean,
Everyone's drinking.
yeah, like 80% of people that are over the age of 21 have drinks in their hands.
I suppose I went to Vegas when I was not 21, so I didn't see it that way. I think I was looking at it as more like the attractions and the places to visit and shit like that.
Well, that's just fun shit to do when you're drunk.
Right. I suppose. I've never really been to Vegas for the explicit purpose of partying.
Mm-hmm.
But I suppose I've never really been anywhere for the explicit purpose of partying.
We rode the
because
Ferris wheel.
I'm super
That thing
lame.
was bitching. That was unbelievable.
Is it like the really big one? Or-
Yeah, it's massive. They have an enclosed Ferris wheel, so you can fit 30 people in a car.
What?
It's huge. And so we had a Groupon at that point, for that thing
Yeah.
or whatever. So it's $50. You get a
Okay.
half an hour, full
Okay.
service bar. They got a bartender on there. They make you
In
drinks
each
the whole
car?
time. Each car, yep, goes around.
But that wouldn't be as fun with 30 people. A Ferris
no,
wheel's
but
fun when you're,
our car only had 12, but it can fit 30 people.
But still, I mean, like, I think the fun. I haven't been on a Ferris wheel in a really,
But
really
this
long
isn't
time.
just your standard kind of. I'm going to sit. I mean, it's as big as this room. It's fucking
Right.
massive,
and then
huge.
it goes up really, really high, right?
Yep. And then so we obviously got in on like Groupon. That's how we got the deal.
Yeah.
But like New Year's Eve,
Yeah.
$7,000 a car for a 24-hour pass.
Okay, but
surprise me.
again, that makes sense. I mean, if you're up at the top, I'd feel bad for all the people at the bottom on New Year's Eve. Like, ah, fuck, I paid $7,000 for this thing, and they get to be up top for the countdown, and I'm down here.
But that was an
bullshit.
all-day pass, so you can get on, get off. There's people that stayed on there all day. They got bathrooms in the basement. It's
I
of each
suppose if
car.
you're just
It's
gonna,
fucking
I mean,
crazy.
that's like having your own suite for a football game. You
Yeah.
just do whatever the fuck you want there.
Yeah.
Just like settle down, chill, start hanging out, people drink all day. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can see that. I gotta go back to Vegas. I don't know. I gotta just. I feel like I've been to the same places a lot. I gotta start because once, like, you go somewhere. Like, I love.
How did you go back to Vegas of all places? All the places you haven't been, and you would rather go back to Vegas.
I just didn't experience because I didn't experience. I can't even say that I've been there because I feel like
Yeah.
I didn't experience it the way that I was supposed to.
Vegas
Like,
when you're over 21 is a completely different thing.
exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Like, I know there's a lot of different places to go to, but I just
Yeah.
feel like that's one of the ones that, like, it's already in my past, and I feel like I didn't quite
Yeah.
get what I needed.
I mean, I've been a lot of places in the United States. It's my favorite place.
Really,
Yeah, I love it.
best travel. Like, that's your favorite travel
It's my
destination.
favorite place. to
What's
go.
yours, Ellen?
in the U.S.
Yeah, you can go anywhere in the U.S. for a week. Let's just say a week.
Yeah.
Even. I mean, that's a little
Out
long.
of the places I've been, either New York or New Orleans.
Okay.
Probably New Orleans. I love New York, but New Orleans is just incredible.
Sure.
It's a really, really awesome place.
I think for me it'd be, but I'm biased. I feel like I'd go to LA, but I love New York too. I was in New York, but I was really young in New York, so I had a completely different experience as well for New York. So I don't know much about that, but
Yeah.
I mean, I'd probably say Los Angeles. What about in the world? Have you been outside of the country, Matt?
Dominican.
Oh, okay. What would you say would that be your favorite place?
That's
to
the
go
only
to?
place I've ever
Oh,
been.
okay.
Well, that or Canada, but
What about you?
Winnipeg's a fucking blast.
Dude, I would love to go to Canada. I think that'd be super fun.
Winnipeg's great. They all love you. They all love Americans. in
What I
Winnipeg.
love about Canada is that it's like all the comforts of America in the sense that, like, you totally, you're treated kind of like American.
You're treated better than you are. Yeah.
Everyone's like kind of the same. Like, even their stuff is pretty similar. You know,
they love Americans, and
They're pretty similar.
Super fucking nice people.
right? And but you get to be in like a different place because the feel is different.
Yeah.
But everything is the same.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, you go to a completely different country, you got to adjust like the whole culture. But Canadian culture is just like American light. It's just like
Here's how
just a
Canadians
suppressed American.
here's how Canadians are nicer people than Americans, and I'll say it flat out: they are nicer people.
I'm sure
I
they
don't
are.
doubt
Right.
that.
So here's an example. I was 19 years old. There was 8 of us who went to Winnipeg, right? Because you can
Right.
drink there when you're 18.
Sure.
So
What
We-
are you doing in
Yes.
Canada?
Favorite episode of all of
Okay, sorry.
that's
No,
such a good
Continue.
episode.
Continue.
so we were we actually stayed at the I called around. I booked the trip 3 months in advance, and I called around to every hotel room in Vegas because we had 8 guys staying with us. Called around to every hotel. And I said, what is the most expensive room you got? And I just started writing these numbers down, whatever. Because I'm like, we're going to stay in the nicest hotel
In
suite that
Winnipeg?
we can in Winnipeg, So we stayed at a place called the Pla Le Royale, right?
Okay.
Don't
Sounds
ask me what it
fancy.
means, but whatever. You walk in, big screen TV, nice couches, living room, dining room, whatever.
Right.
Kitchen. I mean, just everything. It was nice, like 4 bedrooms. It was a really, really nice place. And so we went out to the bars one night, right? And we run into these 2 guys outside of a liquor store that were our age. And we started talking to them for a little bit. And they're like,
Oh, how's it going, eh?
they're like, where are you guys staying? We should come party with you. And I'm like, we're staying at the Pla Le Royale. And they go, well, what room? And I don't remember our specific room,
Right.
but I'm like, let's just throw 431.
Yeah.
That was our room, but I'm like, we're staying at 131 because we didn't want these guys because they were fucking weird coming back, or whatever.
Yeah.
We just told them a fake room, not our room.
Right.
So they went into the hotel, went to 131, right? Knocked on the door. A guy came to the door and he's like, hey, where are the kids partying? He's like, there's no guys partying here. One of the guys grabbed the guy, took him outside of the door, slammed him against the door. This guy, no shit, week earlier had open heart surgery.
What?
Right? Let him go. And then they were walking out, got taken back by security. Who called the cops and said, well, what did these guys look like that you were going to party with? And they explained like 3 of us.
Yeah.
So we don't think anything of it. Like we're whatever. Because we didn't get a call. We
Sure.
nothing. So we wake up in the morning, I'm walking to breakfast and the room's under my name. We're all hungover, And this lady comes up who's a manager of the hotel. She goes, Matt, right? I said, yeah. And she goes, we have to come talk to you real quick.
Okay.
Whatever. And any American hotel, they would be like, get the fuck out. Your money's gone. We're not refunding shit. Talk to me about the whole situation. She's like, so do you guys think you can keep it down for like another 3 days? Is that something you guys think you can do?
Wait, but
I'm
you
like,
guys
I
didn't
swear to
do
God,
anything
It
I'm
wasn't even
like,
about this guy. It was just about you.
well, we got him. Yeah. So, I mean, we really didn't, but I'm like, we will not make a peep for the next 3 days if you let us stay in here.
But what? Yeah, but I don't know. As a hotel manager, you didn't do anything wrong. You just happened to meet some guys, and you just happened to give them. And you were like, and the conversation went somewhere where you didn't want to give them the room number, so you gave them a fake one. You didn't really do anything wrong.
No,
I
we
wouldn't
did try
for
to
it.
diffuse the situation,
Yeah.
but anybody else, like, they would have been like, get the
Just for
fuck
causing
out.
the trouble.
I
Yeah,
was confused
exactly.
where that story was going because I'm like,
Yeah.
those guys are not nice.
No, they weren't.
You were like, oh, these people are the nicest. They come, they take people with open heart surgery, they slam them against walls.
Not
a
those
couple
guys.
times.
Not those guys. I'm just saying the manager of the hotel. Because any other hotel, you would have been kicked out.
But
She's
those
like,
guys were
do
also
you think
Canadian,
you could just
right?
keep it together for 3 days? I'm like, yes, we will do anything you want. Just let us stay here.
I don't know.
Oh, that's funny.
That's a really interesting story, man. I never like that's. I don't even. Those guys really want friends.
By far.
I don't know why they thought that it was that dude's fault that you weren't there. Like, I don't get why they slammed him against. There's so many
They were
loops.
probably
They're probably
fucked
just
up.
hammered and
Oh, okay.
on drugs, whatever.
I suppose they were hanging out outside of a liquor store.
Yeah. We walked, this just shows you what age we're at. We walked out of our hotel, knocked on a cab driver's window, and we go, where's the club in town where all the sluts hang out? He's like, the Palladium. I'm like, let's fucking go.
Where all the
Let's
sluts
go.
hang out. Were you with Alyssa by this point or
Fuck,
no?
No, I was 19.
Oh, okay. Was this before or after the 30-year-old? Also before.
That was before. Yeah. All the shit's before Alyssa.
Okay.
Once I got with her, it was done.
Right. All the party days.
Nah, the
All
party
the
days. were
Canada
there.
trips.
Yeah. Canada. Yeah.
What was
Party
your-
days. Party days are still there. But
What was your
obviously not the
favorite
women.
your favorite place outside of the US? I mean, you lived in London, but you traveled a couple of other places. What
I
was
lived
your
in
favorite?
London for a little bit.
I know. Europe is exciting.
Amsterdam is just so damn cute, and you can smoke all the pot you want, and
That's
they're
true.
incredibly nice, and they're incredibly. We were there for not even 2 days, and we rented bikes and had no trouble biking around the entire city, and the canals are gorgeous, and all the people are pretty, and blonde and
Yeah.
thin and gorgeous, and the parks are gorgeous, and Amsterdam was just so pretty.
Except the only downside to Amsterdam, because I've been there too, is how everyone talking constantly sounds like a fucking cartoon.
It does.
They have the stupidest fucking language.
Oh,
the
really?
Dutch language is like the
It's
stupidest
it
fucking
literally
language.
when
Yeah, we
they speak
listened
it,
to
it
that on the
sounds
show, I
like
think.
flippity floppity floppity.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
that's
yeah.
what it sounds like.
Schloof, bloof, boof.
Yeah, it's
It's just
very
like, oh
silly.
my God.
That would
Like,
annoy the shit out of me.
how do you sit in a business meeting? So schloof, buck, tea, pop, boof.
Yeah.
Oh, schloof, boof. Yeah, so, like, how do you sit and like not laugh at each other all
Yeah,
day? It's ridiculous.
yeah.
And they're all high. How does that even work?
That's
If
maybe
you're-
why
if
they're all
you're-
fucking nice.
If you're high all the time, fucking, you'd think that your language would be a little bit more like, dude, let's not. We're already laughing a lot. Let's
Yeah.
just like keep this level. Let's keep this simple.
Take the cartoon shit
It's
out
gonna
of
be
it.
difficult.
Be serious here.
Oh yeah, it's like it was so silly. And luckily, most people in Amsterdam speak English, which is nice.
Yeah.
Because there's so many tourists there. Obviously, I mean, it's like a haven for pot smokers.
So that's the Dutch, right?
The Dutch.
Yeah, it's
Isn't
the
Dutch like their
language.
second
The
language? Or I
freaky
mean,
deaky Dutch.
English is
It
Dutch's
is their
second
second.
language, isn't it? That's what I
Yeah.
thought.
I think
is it
so.
officially?
I don't know if it's
I
officially.
know
There's, everyone
unofficially.
spoke
There's
English.
yeah, like everyone speaks some level of
'Cause-
English.
Because when my wife was going to St. Cloud State, she had two really good friends of hers that were from, would that be the Netherlands?
Yes.
All right. And like they spoke perfect English.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I think she asked them like, how's your English so good? And then I think they start teaching them English. Like,
But
right
they don't
away.
like. But they don't
Well-
like Americans.
Well, what the fuck they speak English?
It's weird because I remember
The Dutch don't like Americans.
when I was maybe.
They loved us.
I mean, I'm basing this off of a very specific interaction I had in the red light district, but
okay, well, Craig.
well, okay, it was funny. We're walking down the red light district, and this guy is so there's already all these like women in neon rooms, and that's like a fucking trip, right? Because you're just walking down, it's just like
Well, and they knock and they'll talk
Boobs,
to you through the
boobs.
glass
Oh,
and be
yeah.
like, "Hey, you come here," and they'll
Yeah.
like sit there and talk with you through the glass,
And
which is super
sometimes,
weird.
yeah.
they'll sit on a phone that's clearly not connected to anything, and they
Mhm.
just pretend like they're talking on the phone, like that's like
Yeah.
they're just doing this little scene in their room. But then there was this guy who was standing on, and he was just shouting. He was just like, "Sex show, live fucking," like on the street, just shouting it. And
They
it
do
was
that.
me and two or three other guys were walking down, and he looks at us. He goes, "Live fucking, you guys in?" And we were like, no, thank you." And they're like, "Oh, you guys Americans?" And the way he said that, we knew that the answer was no. We knew
Oh.
That's
that we
not
should.
him being mean. That's just him pointing out that Americans are actually rather prude. when it
Well, no,
comes
he
to
goes.
things like-
Well, he goes.
You guys didn't go in there?
No, we didn't go to the section.
Oh, I would have done it if I was.
Oh,
we
there-
should have. We were so.
Oh, fuck it.
We were
Just for
so
the story.
drunk at that point. Like I don't
That
even.
would have made it even. I would have.
I don't
If
know.
I
what
was
it was.
single, I would have just done it for the story.
You
Yep,
also
we're
have to
fucking
wait in a
Let's
line
go.
for like hours
Yeah,
to
it's
get
a-
into those shows. The
yeah,
line is
they're
like
not-
blocks
Oh,
long.
fuck
They don't
that.
let you in to just sit because they
Oh.
do like
And it's
Oh.
also.
however many of them a night. So you have to
Yeah.
stand in line until they let you in. And it's
Ah.
like, well, I'm
And
here
it's
for a
also
I thought you were
weekend.
walking into like a club.
No, well, it's
No.
kind of. I mean, you go into like a building, but it was also like the way this guy was is like it was super creepy because he's like asking for money up front, and then you just kind of go. So, like we were just like, I don't know, this looks dumb.
Yeah.
Like we're leaving tomorrow. What? Fuck it, whatever.
Yeah.
So let's just hang out in the red light district. So and he was like, "You guys Americans?" And we were like, "No, we're not. We're not American. We're Canadians." We told him we were from Canada, and he goes, "Yeah, Canada. Fuck America."
Jeez. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe he didn't like America.
Right. And then we all look at him and go, "Yeah, fuck America." Like, and that
It's
would have
just
been
that guy.
right. And all I have for my identification is my U.S. passport. So like,
Sure.
I'm not sure. I doubt that they're like IDing folks outside of this live sex show. I'm sure you could pretty much go in as long
Yeah.
as you look like you're
They probably
Like-
like give a shit.
like someone that you look like you're of age to fuck. Like if you're clearly like a 7-year-old, they're like,
That's true.
you're not of age to fuck. So I mean, independently. But
Well, it's kind of like the first time we went to Vegas when I was 14. My dad took my buddy and I, Jason, and you can
Oh, yes.
clearly see. I mean, you can clearly pick out which ones are hookers.
oh yeah.
Sure.
And it's just like you're walking around as like a 14-year-old kid, just like the eyes are everywhere.
Boobs, boobs. Well, and everyone's handing those like clicking those fucking cards at you, and you're like, boobs.
Yep.
Boobs.
Oh yeah, dude.
Boobs.
I went.
Boobs.
Yeah, when I was 15, I went with my parents to Vegas. We used to go quite a bit before I turned 21, and yeah, because the guys click the shit and they hand out flyers, and stuff.
Yeah.
So like at one point, it's just my parents and I and my uncle. It's
The gay one?
Yes.
Yes.
And they're all in
Love that
front,
guy.
and it's just like myself and my cousin walking behind them.
Yeah.
And then like I just remember like my parents and my uncle walking up, and my cousin was right behind him, and I just like trailed back.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
so no one could see me.
Grab
I just
a couple
started grabbing
cards.
just like everything from those guys. I'm like,
Well, because at that point there wasn't like we just had that conversation a couple weeks ago about Spice Channel. Like you guys didn't have like great live streaming porn, so you did what
there was no porn. Dude.
you did what you could. So you're collecting these little cards. You're like, oh, this is gonna last me.
The
fucking
first
years.
time,
I fucking
yeah,
love this
the
stuff.
first time I saw porn on the
Yes,
internet,
Cindy.
I think I was 15 years old. That's when it just became available, and you literally
Dial-up.
and it was dial up, and you had to wait for a picture to load. Just that, like, and there was like, I don't know, probably you type in porn, and it just like nothing would show up.
There's
You'd have to
3
actually like
websites,
search for it.
Search
yeah.
around.
No,
Start
I
putting it
want
online.
porn shirt off.
The only way you could ever find it when you were a kid is like if your buddy's dad had like magazines or like a tape.
Or your buddy went to Vegas and got you some
Yeah.
dank ass cards. All right, folks, let's end on some dank ass cards. I think that's as good a spot to stop as any. Next week we'll do our Halloween episode. Joe will be back in the studio, and we might even see if we can work out a guest. We'll also do a Nick's Pick segment next week, I'm sure, since we're getting a little closer to the playoffs, so that'll be fun. And thank you for listening, and call in our phone number.
Oh shit, we forgot.
Not
about
now.
that. Yeah.
But eventually, write this down for next time: 612-351-6729. But don't write it on your hand, because I always do that, and then I end up fucking washing my hands and then losing the number. So thank you very much for checking it out, and tune in again next Tuesday at the same time with Matt Thomas, Greg Berman, Ellen Rock's in the studio today. Next time it'll be Joe Cocazello. Thank you very much, folks, and have a good evening.
It's the most. On this table, it's when you do it. I know, like it's